Media experts are warning that rising misinformation and the absence of legal protection for journalists are posing serious threats to Nigerian democracy. Speaking at the NUJ FCC 2025 Capacity Building Program in Kefi, former NUJ President Chris Isiguzo said the dominance of unregulated online content and citizen journalism is creating chaos in the media space. He stressed that professionals must reclaim the digital environment to restore credibility and curb the spread of false information. The former union president also lamented that Nigeria still lacks legislation protecting journalists, leaving many reporters vulnerable to harassment, intimidation, and arrest.
Beyond doing the job the way it ought to be done, we equally need some form of protection. It's sad that today there's no piece of legislation that protects the practice of journalism in Nigeria. When we have the proper legislation that protects the journalist, he can go haywire to ensure that the right things are done. Remember, the Constitution has reposed the responsibility of ensuring there is good governance in the country on the shoulders of the journalist. And this journalist is living in fear of the unknown, fear of how to feed the family tomorrow, fear to protect the family, fear of arrests, harassment, intimidation, possible incarceration, arbitrary clampdown. The journalist is afraid, and the only thing that can protect him is the piece of legislation.
In her remarks, NUJ FCC Chairman Comrade Grace Ike said continuous training is essential as information now travels faster than policy. She urged information officers to embrace strategic communication to safeguard institutional reputation.
When you invest in training, you invest in excellence. When you invest in knowledge, you elevate the credibility of your institution, and communication officers become better, and when that is done, governance becomes clearer. When that is done, engagement becomes stronger and democracy becomes more healthier. Hence, there's need for us to train and retrain. And when events like this happen, you see that you're learning, not just learning, you're unlearning, not just unlearning, you are rethinking the way you approach issues. And that's why we have information officers here from NCC, Ministry of Information, journalists, you have the Army, you have NASED, and many more. We've decided to, come together to see how we can talk to ourselves, particularly looking at the trending issue on board social media, misinformation. How do we curb misinformation? How do we get rid of issues that are actually fake without verifying them, that are not credible, that are not accurate?
Experts from NCC, NIPR, IIJ, and academia also facilitated sections to enhance ethical communication and combat misinformation. Participants said the training will further broaden their understanding of digital engagement and crisis communication.
See that these days it's not about bringing out the news, but how do you bring out this news that would make either your readers or your viewers or your listeners want to stay on. So I believe that at the end of this day, it will spur us to do better. It will also equip us on better ways to write, better ways to script, better ways to present, because that's it. Looking at the era of the new media, everybody wants to be a journalist, and non-governmental individuals, like we were told. Looking at that era, it's a way to change the narrative and set a pace. Just like the Bible says that to know those that serve God and those that don't serve him. So it's a way of knowing, okay, we're serving journalism.
Taking something new, of course, we have learned about credibility. So whatever we are passing out from our information unit must be credible. We must tell the truth, just to shut out the fake news, the disinformation that is coming up, the malinformation, and all of that. So we are here to actually learn on how to tell our story, making it more credible, saying factual things that are happening, and not just giving crabs to the public. So that's why we are.
They express readiness to apply the new skills to shaping narratives, manage public perceptions, and strengthen institutional communication. Fola Shade Olusegun, reporting for 360 Nigeria.